Dude, you shot him in the dick.
Huh?
That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
What is up, window lickers? What is up, household? How goes it, SummerSlam hung over people? How are you doing? It is a Monday Night Raw preview, a night after a PLE. And you know what that means? That means that we're talking PLE talk tonight. I know I threw it out there earlier. We were going to have a potential guest, a special guest, hyping up BCW and E-Fed that our friend the Lou and his buddies is a part of. But Dingle will not be on the show tonight, so we will we'll reschedule that. Don't worry, Grun. He'll be on another time.
Okay,
yeah.
Whatever you do, don't tell me. Don't tell me when he's going to be on. Okay.
Well, I wasn't.
All right,
I was going to surprise you, but since he's not going to be on, I can tell you.
I'm glad that you didn't tell me. Yeah. But now, unfortunately, I don't know when he is going to show up. So thanks a lot, buddy.
Well, that's the fun I get to have. And
me, because chaos.
And Kevin gets to have it. We all get to sit back and watch you unfold. That's fun. Here we are. We are fresh off a SummerSlam, a spectacular one, if I might add. We have our regular crew here, like you see every Monday at 7 p.m., an hour before Raw. We have the Grunmiester himself. He is our blue-eyed villain. And Kevin Kalloway, he is our Chaos Goblin.
That's
curator of chaos, some would say.
Curator. I like that. I like alliterations.
I do. I know you do. You're a teacher. You like us to sound smart.
That's the one.
Yeah, exactly. So how you guys doing? How's it going? Let's get into it. How was your weekend first? And then we'll get into some talk.
It was good. I finally, after all of the summer of playing this game, I finally platinum trophied Legend of Dragoon, an old PS1 or JRPG classic.
Beautiful. I love it.
Very nice.
Kevin's just out there being video game summer.
Hey man, I'm trying to keep this stream going through the school year instead of just through the summer this time. So
that would be awesome. I think that'd be a fun thing for you, man.
I agree. I'm in talks with a couple of people around the area, maybe doing some collabs. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Nice. Actually, if we can say on video game news real quick, they just today announced Darksiders 4, if any of you are familiar with that.
Damn.
Okay. I'm honestly shocked. I was shocked when they announced the third, and I'm shocked that they announced the fourth.
That's a long ways away. 3 was back in early PS4 days?
Mid 2010s, I think.
Early PS4 days, I think. Yeah, I think that's about, or late PS3 days.
Maybe, yeah.
Grun, what are you going to do if they announce a fifth?
I'm up with another horse person.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well. So what I have been able to find out is that you will get to choose any one of the 4: War, Death, Fury, or Strife.
Okay.
So basically, they are giving you a reason to play through it 4 times at least.
Okay, I like that. I think that's smart. At this point in the life cycle of Darksiders.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pick, right? That makes sense.
Because so the first one, it's Apocalypse happened, and at the end, War has defeated the angels and demons, but or at least the top ones, but Hell is still ruling Earth,
right?
Still the Apocalypse. It's up to the Horsemen to, I don't know, fix it. Say, I don't know what their job is, because there's the one.
There wasn't a lot of story heavy in those games.
I mean, it was pretty story heavy because the apocalypse was caused without technically being caused. You got to play the first game to understand the story. The
Harry Potter wannabes.
Yes, but then the other 2 and then a side game were prequels. So this one is taking place after the first game.
Okay.
In timeline.
Okay. I buy that. That makes sense to me. I'll
Well-
probably play it for free. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna buy because you know what? I may have skipped the side game, but I played the other 3.
Yeah,
And I basically know the stories. I'm
you
like,
gotta finish the story.
yeah, come on.
All right, so there we go. We got Grun talking about our video games, getting us caught up on what's new. Kevin letting us know what he is streaming and accomplishing. So let's get into some accomplishments. So this first portion, let's get into Kevin's thoughts. So if you're an IYH fan, you know that you went on to the Sunday house party before night 2, and you listened to me, House, Jones, Grun give our predictions. So with that, we're going to let Kevin give his what he talked about with night 1, his feelings, what he was coming off of there, and then we're going to come together and talk about night 2. So Kevin, this is your chance, man. Take it away. What were your thoughts and opinions on night 1?
My general thought for both nights, I guess I'll encompass this right now, is that I thought it was a very strong 2-night pay-per-view. I'm hearing some chatter outside as well that we might get more 2-night pay-per-views, and I think I'm in the minority in saying that I like that. The reason that is not because, hey, now I have to dedicate a whole weekend. It's because now I can have actual endings to storylines, and there's more people getting featured to be able to look like stars. It's going to be that way when you have more spots on a PLE and you have more days. So I'm all for things like Survivor Series or Royal Rumble going to 2 days. I really don't have an issue with it. Because then you could put 2 Royal Rumbles on 2 different days, and that's probably better too.
I can agree with that.
So there is that aspect, but at the same time, if I'm just looking at night 1, I'd be remiss to not publicly admit that I was wrong about Rollins' injury and it was a work. So I will concede to that. They did a really good job with it, and
Yes, they did.
And I'm super happy that I was worked. I love when I get worked because that means I get to enjoy it. And I know people, maybe I'm in the minority of that, but I like to say, like, as a person who is a wrestler, like, it's rare that I can get worked these days and not just look at different opportunities. I might be wrong about something, but it's rare that I get worked. This one worked me. And I love that it did. And I love being able to admit that to people as a wrestler because, like, it's okay to be worked, guys. Like, it's okay to believe
it's
the magic.
fun. Dude, I'm telling you, up until he turned around after when his music hit and he like threw the crutches and then turned around, up until that point, I was like, God damn, I'm gonna look so fucking foolish on the next IYH because I went in hard with this is what's happening, it's gonna happen. So I know where you're at with that one. It's a roller coaster of feeling.
It is, and it's okay to fucking get on the ride and just enjoy the roller coaster, man.
Yes.
I get very tired sometimes looking at the internet at times, if I'm being personally honest, in that, like, people love to be right and they can't concede when they're wrong and got worked. And, like, it's okay. And it's okay to enjoy the product and for your exact thing not to have occurred or it sucks. Like, just try and look at all the possibilities because you get married to one outcome, you're going to be disappointed even if you get that outcome. I saw it happen in real time to someone when I was watching SummerSlam with them. They got the outcome they wanted, and then they're like, oh, well, I expected that. And I go, yeah, because you just sat there like popping up that, like, oh, it's going to suck if this doesn't happen. And it's like, oh, you're going to be disappointed no matter what outcome happens then.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But I love that it was Punk that he cashed in on. Punk needed that victory. The storytelling in Gunther and Punk was amazing. I loved it. It looked gritty. Punk's not the technician. Like his stuff in the ring still looks very good, but it doesn't look as crisp as it did. I'll be the first to say that, but his storytelling in ring is near second to none. And he's able to craft a match around anything, and it just doesn't matter. It felt like, I think someone drew this comparison that I saw. It was either Rocky 3 or Rocky 4. I don't remember the one with Ivan Drago. Was it 4? Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Philly.
Yeah. He's like, it's fucking
Look.
tattooed on my chest, guys.
More brother.
There's something I should know. I should know the freaking Rocky movies.
Yes,
So
you should.
it was Rocky versus Ivan Drago. Punk got his ass whooped for the whole match. Got a lucky shot in by making him bleed. He saw his own blood, and then he just beat the dog shit out of the teetotal shit out of him, and it worked.
Yeah.
And I liked the match a lot. I loved that they went with Charlexa in their. I'm calling them Charlexa, by the way, for the tag titles. They are
Okay.
Charlexa now. They call them
Until they have a name,
I'm going to
you
call
can
them
call 'em-
Charlexa.
There you go. I love it. I think you should pitch it to him.
I'm pitching it right now. WWE Charlexa. I like that they went with that momentum. It was not their probably original decision, but because of everything that got around it, they went with them. They went with the hot hand, and I think that's smart because they can run Judgment Day a lot of different ways without those titles. Let's see. We had. Oh God, I'm trying to differentiate the two nights so I don't mess them up. The Jelly Roll match was exactly what it needed to be. No more, no less. Jelly Roll eating the pin clean to Logan Paul, I thought was interesting because I think that's not the last we see of Jelly Roll then. And because the celeb always has to get the up hand at the end because otherwise, like, why are they here? But it doesn't mean that they have to revisit it right away either. He could come back later and still make it work. So I'm curious to see where that goes. And I was actually happy to see Logan Paul get the win because I think that can get him momentum into something else.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
And Logan Paul has one of the most punchable faces, so naturally he's going to be a great heel for them. So whoever he matches up with as a face, just conquering Logan Paul makes them more over by proxy. So he's a great asset to just beat up. But you got to give him a win here and there. A couple of the other matches. Again, I'm trying to think of what was the opener of night one? Oh, the Roman tag. Again, great match. I thought it did exactly what it needed to do. Rollins' crew had to go under there so that we could have the match, or we could have the cash in at the end be more significant. If they just beat up Roman Reigns and won, Rollins coming out and taking power doesn't feel as big to me. So you needed them to take the L. I know there was some stuff on the internet of like, well, they need this win because of the up-and-comers. Yeah, but they're also now attached to the World Heavyweight Champion. And that is their proxy right now. Braun and Seth will have a monumental feud later. Braun Breaker specifically will have a monumental feud later. Right now, this is what they need. There's another tag match I'm forgetting. No, I'm not. I'm forgetting a singles match. Oh, Jade and Tiffany.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I mean, you can forget that.
Well,
I'll say this. They didn't go too long, which is good. That was to their benefit. Because I don't think either of them are quite at a point where they can be ring generals, and it kind of showed. Because when things got off track, it was hard for them to get back to it because they didn't have that veteran in the ring. I thought they did well with what they had, but it was a big stage with two people who are still really working on their craft and making sure that they can get more and more up. I'm excited to see where the future holds for both of them. Mm-hmm. It's going to take 2 to 3 years for people to be satisfied with Jade, though, and they're not giving her the time. And I think that's a detriment because she's coming from a different kind of system when it comes to AEW that now she has to relearn and readapt to WWE style. It's just different. I think Jade still has upside. I feel Jade still has a lot of upside, but it's going to take work. It's just going to take work. The pin botch. What are we talking about? On the
where she had to
move the
pull her
leg
all
over.
the way back. That was so the leg was on the rope.
The leg was on the rope already. Her going back didn't actually botch it because it was already there within range. She overcommitted.
She moved the foot.
It looked
it
like
was already on the rope, and she readjusted.
And she readjusted it to put it back on the rope.
Yeah,
it was already there. That's why I would say it's not really a pin botch to me. It's an overcompensation because she was nervous.
It's
still not ideal that it was caught on camera. It wasn't ideal in where it was placed.
Caught on camera, it was fucking
It was right
right.
there.
Yeah.
No, I saw her lean back into it. I'm not excusing it. I'm saying that that's inexperience, so that makes sense to me. I'm not about to start roasting her. It's just not. She's still here learning. It's like looking
Exactly.
at a wrestling school student after 2 years and going, "Wow, why aren't you perfect?" Like,
Fair
how?
point. Fair point.
So I don't think it's perfect that people are upset about, because I know that's not what I'm upset. I'm upset that AEW did seem to have not done that good of a job of training her to be a pro wrestler. They seem to be more focused on protecting her and making her look bigger, while
Yeah.
WWE made the mistake of assuming that because she was training with Bryan Danielson that, oh, she's going to be just fine. Oh, she was training with Dustin Rhodes and Cody's favorite wrestlers. Oh, she's going to be fine.
I think they made the mistake of teaching. I think they made the mistake of two things at AEW. One, and I see this with schools a lot, so this is not uncommon in specific schools, is instead of building ground up with the basics, they'll get some of the basics enough so that they can start teaching sequences. I think that's what happened, is they'll start teaching sequences before they know why they're doing the sequences. Or maybe that just got lost in translation. I wasn't there. I can't stress enough I wasn't there. But it is something that I do see at training facilities. And then the second one, I agree that WWE didn't assumed that she had more training, I think was a big thing. So they debuted her quick. I also think AEW debuted her quick. If she's not ready to be live on national cable, you're only really exposing her over time and making it worse for her in a public perception, which is what you see now. It does a disservice to the people who are in the ring because they're trying their goddamn hardest to make this look good and to do a good job. But by putting them on TV too quickly, this happened a lot in like the early 2000s when they had an exodus of main event talent. You would have guys get put into spots that they just weren't there yet for. And because they weren't there yet, it made it worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Any other highlights you want to hit from the first night, Kevin?
I think that about does it. I don't think there's anything I really missed. I think those were the highlights for me. And as far as trained better, I don't disagree. But that's what's happening now, and they made the mistake of putting her on TV early, and they can't take her off the TV to do that now. It's too much now at this point. It's either cut your losses or try and figure it out. So it'll be a trial by fire for Jade going forward, unfortunately. But that's what it'll be.
Well, hopefully she figures it out and she gets on her ball
I agree.
and starts putting in that work.
Yep. I'm always hopeful.
Yeah. Me too. Well, sometimes. All right.
Oh,
so
yeah. Still a days counter, so you want at least one person to fail.
yes, we still have a days counter. It's not that I want her to fail. It's I want to win.
You just want to win.
Yes.
Sorry, Ivy Nile. Josh Joseph just wants to win.
Yeah. I mean, you could come back after they make the purchase and then order the stuff.
Yeah,
come on back. It's perfectly fine after that.
What happens if they fire then rehire her within the time?
As long as that purchase has been made, don't care because he's gonna have to figure that out.
Fair.
Court of law will figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so fellas, so we had a night 2 of SummerSlam, and I know Kevin, you really hit some good points on the possibilities of more 2-night events, which I'm down for.
I'm here
A
for
Royal Rumble, I think's awesome because men and women both get the Royal Rumble, both get that big moment to where it's drawn out like if it's a single night. So I'm super excited for the possibilities of those things. But let's talk about night 2. So guys, I want you guys to just give me some quick highlights each from both of you. What was going on, and then let's hit something that you really want to talk about from night 2. So go ahead, Grun. We haven't heard from you. You've actually been pretty quiet, except your damn stats and datas. And
Sorry.
Whatever. No, go ahead, Grun. Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. Candice LeRae had a fantastic moment in the match where she risked her own life for our own entertainment. Thank you, Candice. I hope they give you a better run now. They do more than just be this crazy girl with her crazy husband and his crazy friend. SummerSlam Night 2 was perfect. Exactly what it needed to be. John Cena for life. Thank you, John Cena. And Wyatt's, please do something better.
I enjoyed the glorious train wreck that was the TLC match.
It's perfect.
That is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed myself. It was hard to keep track of. There was a lot of teams. But I don't think there was another way to do it either. Because if you take out two of those teams, because ideally to me, a TLC match is 4 teams or less if you're doing a tag team. Because that way you can keep track of everyone. But if you were to uninclude or disinclude or whatever the English is for that, 2 of those teams, who would they be? Who
Couldn't
would
do
you
it.
get rid of? Because I don't see someone to get rid of at that point. You're trying to build all of them. And if you're trying to build chaos around the division, you have to include all of them. And it was a nasty bump by Candice LeRae. You are correct, sir. Holy God. I think I was watching with Annie and a couple other friends, and all of us collectively looked at each other and said, I feel so bad for her knees. Because we had 2 of us specifically have taken ladder bumps like that. And her knee, when she hit, went through a rung of a ladder from that high, and it hit the ground. I can tell you that because I watched.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that happen, but boy, I have hit the ladder before, and they suck.
Yeah, that didn't look fun.
No, it's not a fun bump. I haven't taken the one off the top of the ladder through another ladder, but I have taken one on a ladder, and it's already not good. But glorious train wreck. I thought it was the right result. Wyatt 6 needed to keep the titles. It was just too soon to get rid of it. I liked the women's triple threat. I thought that was some good chaos to it as well. I don't think it was the finest triple threat I've seen this year. I actually think that was the Mania one. I would give it to that one. But the way that they worked in Naomi made it feel way different than the Bianca one. So that was at least good, because if it felt like the same shit redone, it would have felt like a worse match. It didn't feel like that, at least. And it felt like Naomi had a lot of control during it, which I think puts her over a bit more, especially going into the match now with Stephanie Vicaire. AJ's entrance is going to pop me for the next 3 months. I am eating well on AJ's entrance for the next 3 months.
God bless AJ Styles.
Brother, he's just in his last year of a contract going, what can I do to just have fun?
Yeah.
Let's dye my son's hair blonde and make him come out like Dominic Mysterio as I ride in with Eddie tights and a custom Eddie shirt. Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Dude, it was great.
I think it was the right result where they were doing Eddie stuff back and forth. It was a fun match. Did what it needed to do. Dom going over here was good. I still think AJ gets it in Paris for that big pop. I'm holding strong on that. If they book that match, I can't imagine a different way. I'm trying to think of the other matches now. Cross Sammy was on night 1. There wasn't much to speak about on that match, though. It did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
Solo and Fatu also, there's not much to speak about. It did what it needed to do. I didn't hate the match. Thought it was fine. For a steel cage match, it always feels like it should be a feud ender. It didn't feel like a feud ender, so I'm curious where they're going to go with this. Because I can't imagine it's the last match either. Trying to avoid the main event right now because there's so much to unpack with that for all of us.
Yeah, we'll save that for the final discussion on this one.
Yeah, I think that's smart. The Becky Lyra match. That surprised me. I thought the stuff that they did with the weapons was really innovative, and I thought it was fun because in a show where you have 3 gimmick matches and the main is going to be a street fight, the Intercontinental title match really stayed at the ring. They didn't go a bunch of places, but they took what they had with the weaponry there and said, how can we make this look devastating, brutal, and personal? And I
Yeah.
think they accomplished that. Was it the best hardcore match I've ever seen? No. But it was at least trying to test boundaries of what we can do with certain equipment. And I think that was really good. And I loved that. If we're saving the main event, we'll wait until the last one. I think that's about my thoughts for night 2.
Yeah. I thought night 2, obviously being story driven, was the best. I mean, even if you take out all the extras, it was still the best to me because of the stories. We're big story people here. AJ really went above and beyond for his whole gimmick for the night was just Eddie. Like, it was great. I loved it. I loved everything that he was doing. Him and Dominic
I loved it.
really put on a
They have
great
great
match.
chemistry.
So good. And it's that chemistry where you wonder, did they start in indies together? You know, it's kind of like that chemistry. Like, how far does their relationship go back? But that was a great match. And really, I wasn't expecting with Lyra and Becky the world's best extreme fight to happen, to where we're going to be using all this new and innovative ways of trying to incapacitate your opponent. But I was happy that I got to see it.
Yeah.
I was happy I got to see how they go about showing us the new world that they're bringing forward for this type of entertainment. It's always evolving. It's always, there's always a page turning. We're always asking for what's next. I mean, it's not as bad as it was back in the ECW days where New Jack was trying to build things to jump off of. But it gets to the point to where, you know, this is kind of a fun turn in which, like, I love what you were saying, Kevin, the innovativeness of this match, using the weaponry, was definitely one of the coolest things with them. They really spoke volumes on Lyra and her understanding it. And Becky just being Becky. I mean, come on.
I thought Bailey's involvement was absolutely perfectly ran and booked too.
Loved it too. Because it really, for me as a Bailey fan, it gave me that look of like, okay, so this is still going on and somebody's going to get their ass whooped. Okay, I like it. And now if you're going to throw all 3 into a match coming up, I don't
think we get that because Lyra can't challenge for the title now. That was the stipulation.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think for Lyra, you just put Lyra over big, even in defeat. I think you can move her to the title, like the women's title picture, not the IC. You could start moving her towards that in the intermediary. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
That is an interesting thing.
I'm not saying she wins it even in the next year, but you start putting her in conversations in the same ring with these women like Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. People are going to start asking questions of when she's going to get that title match or when she's going to win it. And that's how you kind of organically get behind it with social media. I like her continuing wins and things like that. I think that's smart.
Yeah, I like that. House chiming in here.
Becky's new theme is a banger, and I'll die on that hill. I love Wonder Years.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah. I'm thoroughly impressed with that match, and not only just the match in the ring between the ropes, but everything that's put into the storytelling of this feud. It's really showing Lyra on a different light that makes me kind of overlook the feathers, so I can start enjoying her matches and not critiquing all the bird droppings that happen to hit Grun in the head when he's walking.
she's finally molting. She's getting new wings.
Yes. All right. Before we get into the main event, is there anything else anybody needs to hit about night 2?
I mean, I think the only thing I want to add is that with how the Women's Intercontinental Championship ended, I think what we're going to see is Bailey is going to get a title shot, and this is somehow going to go back to Bailey and Lyra having a feud. Lyra probably either playing more heel or going or actually turning heel.
Okay. I don't hate it. I think it would give Lyra even more of an edge. I'm very curious how she would work heel with what she's doing currently. I guess that's my not a concern, but just a wondering.
It's a fair question to ask because yeah, I don't know, but it feels like there is a story to tell with Bailey and Lyra. I just don't know how they're going to tell it. I just feel like they are.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get a Bailey versus Becky match, and I think Becky keeps the title through that. Becky's gonna move on from both of these women.
I can see that.
But I don't think these two women are going to move on from each other. I think the Bailey Lyra feud is very real to me. Becky, as far as the IC title goes, if we're going with Becky, just have her hold that title and start working with new girls that have come up. Just do it. Because Becky can pull teeth out of a match to make it passable. And because you have someone like that and you need to keep her away from the women's big title right now, keeping her in the IC title picture with the IC title is a very smart play. And you can have her work with people, maybe not Stephanie Vaquer, because I think she's got to stay up even in the picture of the women's title, like the big women's title, to keep her going. But like when you bring up Jordynne Grace, have her feud with Becky for the IC title. She didn't even need to win. Just make her look like a juggernaut.
I like that.
Not Jakara Jackson. Lash Legend. When Lash Legend comes up, have her feud with Becky. Becky will get thrown around. She knows how to ragdoll herself to look like she's getting tossed around. Put her with Lash. Lash will look like a dominant force and then lose because Becky did something underhanded. It's not hard to prop these new women up that you're trying to bring up if you have someone like Becky in the mid card to do it.
And it seems to be that that's the hand they're playing as of now because, I mean, she's putting on great matches. She's doing phenomenal storytelling, and she's bringing the best out of these young women in the wrestling world. So I'm super stoked for that. All right, guys, fans. All right, so we're gonna get into this now. Before we get into this, I want the fans to know that every bit of everything that IYH sets up to have fan interaction, we absolutely want that. We want every bit of interaction we can get, except politics. We leave politics specifically out of wrestling because we are tired of hearing it in our everyday life.
I can't get away from
Exactly. We cannot get away from it. So we come here. We have built a world, a community in which we do not want to discuss those things. I don't care who comes on the screen. I don't care who they pan to, whether it be one side or the other. I don't care. We don't want to hear it. And I know there's a lot of fans that don't want to hear it. So please be respectful. We are trying to build a community in which every walk of life can click on subscribe and enjoy what we do and not feel like they have to not listen or feel like they have to censor themselves or things like that, and that they can express themselves without somebody being an asshole. So please respect everybody. That's all we're trying to do here.
Can I add on one thing before?
Yes, go ahead, Kevin.
And I would say this about all the stuff that I've seen just with what happened in the main event and everything. Fans, if you truly don't like what they're doing, don't speak about it online. It does no good for you. It's giving them the business that you're trying to say is bad. The outrage online, whatever you're saying, the second you invoke the name WWE on anything, that pads their algorithm and puts money in their pocket. If you really don't like it, the absolute best thing you can do is not watch and not talk about it on any platform. This includes Facebook, Instagram, a Google search. Any of that gives them something. So if that's truly what you feel, I encourage you to speak with your actions. Do that. This is America. Speak with your dollar. We are a capitalist society with a lot of businesses. If you want to take money out of their pockets, you do that. You go online and bitch about it. I promise you that's you caring about it, and you're claiming you're not. So, speak with your actions, not with your words.
Perfectly said, Kevin. Exactly. You want to be a rebel, a radical? Start there. That's how you hurt people. It's the
Bingo.
pocketbook. But now we're talking about big pocketbooks, and
Huge ones.
somebody came
Everyone in this
back.
match is paid.
Everybody got paid in this match. Grun, I'm going to open it up to you first
All right.
because I feel you're going to have some things to say.
Yep.
And I feel what you say, Kevin's going to be able to work off with, and we're going to get some good content out of this. Grun, tell us about the main event and, well, what happened?
Well, we had a face versus face. Well, Cody and Cena did both kind of work face. Cody maybe went a little bit more dastardly, but we had Super Cena show up. And Super Cena
Did we
does
ever?
Super Cena cannot be beaten except for tonight, except for Sunday night. Cody Rhodes became Super Cody and conquered John Cena. They had a beautiful moment before the match, a beautiful moment after the match. John Cena got his flowers. I think the fans in this scenario, they will be more accepting of Cody.
Mhm.
During the match, it became clear to me the adults used to boo John Cena. Now they are cheering John Cena, and it was the kids that were cheering for Cody.
Mhm.
The adults were booing Cody. Like wow, adults just love their heroes.
Mhm.
And we had a return, not very hero-esque, more wild beast that just says, "Give me food or I will find it."
Mhm.
And Brock Lesnar found his next meal. So we're gonna have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Perth, Survivor Series. I have no idea.
Don't know yet.
When's John Cena's next appearance? Is it
I
Paris?
think it's Paris. Because not all of them are in the United States. I think like 4 or 5 of them are in the United States. So that definitely means he should be in Paris and he should be in Perth.
Mhm. My guess is that we get 2 matches out of him. I think
Okay.
both. I think both is the answer to that. In that
Okay.
they'll wrestle in Paris. Lesnar's first match back. You think he's gonna be eating an L?
Oh, he's gonna be eaten.
Yeah, he could be eating all dubs.
This dude is about to.
Please.
This is gonna be crazy.
So Cena will get his. They'll do a 2 match at least, maybe 3. Who knows? I just don't know. Okay. I'll talk about the match before future plans and creatives.
Okay. Yeah.
Match itself, I really enjoyed. I bit on 2 of the falsies, and I rarely bite on those. And it was the super attitude adjustment
Oh, so good.
and the triple crossroads. Because me and my buddy, who's also a wrestler, also one of the guys, we looked at each other and we're like, "Oh, he hit a crossroads. That's nothing until he hits 3." So then he hit the 3, and we're like, "Oh, all right, cool, it's over." And then he kicked out, and we're like, "Oh shit! All right, we're serious now." And then we were sitting on the couch with the same thing, and we're like, "Okay, he kicking out of any regular attitude adjustment, he's got to do a double stack for it to be even close." So then he does the double stack, And then he does the super one, and it's like, well, shit, this is the game. I guess Cena's over. Nope. Again, like I said earlier in this show, I love getting worked. Please
Yeah.
work me.
This match did that for so many people. I bid on everything you bid on and what you're talking about. I was Kevin. Okay, so you have been in matches. You have taken some different types of suplexes.
Yes.
That suplex to the old guardrail that was delivered. How did John Cena walk after that? Because it was like an old school snap suplex that he gave him. And
that
Cena,
was, I'm trying to remember the exact falling position. Oh, it was on the outside on the ramp, right?
yes,
And
they had
then
it
he was set
angled
up. It
up.
was set up like a ladder.
Yes,
Do you want me to tell you how the sausage is made? Because I can tell you
I
how
do.
that works.
Oh,
Okay.
I do.
So it works just like you're bumping in the ring. You have to land all at once.
Oh,
And if you land all at once, it distributes the force among your body parts.
okay. So
But
that's
when you
why.
see it cave in the middle,
Okay.
yes, the ass is going to have most of your weight because then you're going to end up folding in. But your initial hit was spread out. And because it was spread out, it didn't murder your soul.
So that okay. So that's why when it happened, you see Cena make this like spastic movement where his body, he basically throws it to where it's flattened.
Yep.
As opposed to when taking a suplex where he would just turn and cover,
Mhm.
like roll over, Okay. Beautiful. Fucking love it.
Yep.
Thank you. I like that.
Mhm.
I like that. Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic spot. It was so great. We have House chiming in. Watching that match made me more sad
Yep.
Cena is returning because that was his best match. Yeah.
You know what? I really like
Yeah.
the heel Cena run. I think he tried to lean into a lot of the stuff, but the stuff just wasn't. The story wasn't there because the dudes who were involved in the story just left. Well, I mean, The Rock just left, but
Yeah.
Travis Scott needed to leave. So it was more of like
Yeah.
one needed to go and the other one
Well,
the other one should have been there.
Yeah.
And I still think this is where I'll talk about future before we get into Brock. It has to end one way for Cena, and it's the third time ever. It's Rock, it's Cena. That's how this naturally ends now, right?
I hope not.
Why not?
It has
It's
to.
the biggest matches. It's the only story that doesn't have that has a loose end. What else are you going to do with Cena's last match?
So look, I'm not gonna lie. This is my heart. This is not my head. I am going with my heart, and even if it's wrong, I'm going with it.
Sure.
That is, I desperately want to see John Cena have a match with Joe Hendry.
I think we're going to get that earlier. I don't think that's not going to be a thing because this is John. So they alluded to this on the post show. This is John Cena's call. He wanted Brock back. Like Triple H basically flat out said it.
Yeah.
If Cena wants the Hendry match, Cena will get that damn Hendry match. So it's a question not if they want to book it. It's does Cena want it? Does Cena want to do that with one of his last appearances? And knowing who Cena is over the years, based on what we've seen, based on the interviews we've heard, he always wants to put over a younger guy, even in defeat for the younger guy.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
And I know we may not know the exact ins and outs of it because we didn't write the contract.
Correct.
But every date that he's given is a WWE.
Correct.
So he
There's
could
nothing stopping him from going to TNA.
Okay.
That being said, I doubt that they'll let him.
But what if at the end of this, to get that Joe Hendry match, after he's done
I think he's gonna want his send off last thing to be in WWE one way or another. That's the company that he helped
Fair.
build, essentially, in the last 20 years. So I don't know the guy personally. Couldn't tell you what's in his head. But if it were me, I would want to retire with the one I was loyal to that whole time. I would want it to be there. I'm not saying that it's impossible that he shows up in the Impact Zone fucking tomorrow. It could happen. If Cena said, I want to do this and I feel passionate about it, they're going to let Cena do it.
Yeah.
Most of this is his call. I just don't know that that's what he wants to do. I think he would rather, because I think it's a bigger rub for Hendry. I'll phrase it to you this way. It's a bigger rub for TNA if Cena goes there, but not a bigger rub for Hendry. It's a bigger rub for Hendry if he comes to WWE and faces Cena. Because that's
I got
platform.
you. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're 13 minutes away before Raw goes live on Netflix, and we get to hear, well, all these things that we've been talking about. We get to hear the fallout of it and see what happens. So, one guy comes back. The one, the man, the beast. He is Brock Lesnar. And well, I'm excited. I mark out for Lesnar. He was he was the continuation of monsters in the ring who can just do monstrous things and make your heroes be worried that that's who they're going up against. He also had one of the coolest finishers for that time, the F5.
I would argue
Wowie.
the way that he throws it, it remains one of the coolest finishers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it does too, because I mean, we're starting to get adaptations of it. I have seen it thrown into now it was at an indie show. This guy threw him and then caught the guy into a sit down face buster. And he called it his, it was very unique, but he was like, he was doing some training in the ring, and he's like trying to redo the F5, reinvent the F5. I don't know. It looked cool. So, anyways, Brock Lesnar is back with the WWE. For how long? We don't know. For what? Well, it's obvious, to beat the hell out of Cena, but how many times is he going to do it? How many times will the ticket get punched for Suplex City? How many suplexes is Cena going to take? What the fuck is going on? The man that everybody said will never be back in WWE is back in WWE. And it's because of the one man, John Cena. What is going on?
I was shocked, absolutely blown away that it was Brock. I had heard rumblings of it only earlier that day, and I was like, "Oh, Brock's there! Oh shit!" Brock doesn't leave Minnesota unless there's a good reason.
Very true.
Brock being back opens up a lot of fun possibilities, assuming that he's back for a little while. Because if he's back for a little while, Paul Heyman has a new slew of guys. And they got history.
Yep. I will put out this X account, here are the matches they want to see. Brock versus Bronson Reed. Yes.
Yep.
Brock versus Aleister Black. That could be fun.
I'm lukewarm on that, but I could see it be good.
It could be good, yeah. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Big meaty men slapping meat.
Yep.
They're going to break the ring again. That's what you're going to do in that match.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar versus Penta. Yes.
I could see that one
It could
being
work.
fun.
I would be worried about Brock going into that match and going, I don't want Penta to shine too big.
Yeah. Fighting's one. We're not sure where he's
Lesnar,
going right now.
anything he wants to be, guy.
Yeah.
To clarify.
Yes.
You tell that man he's Raw exclusive.
Brock Lesnar versus Rey Fenix. I guess that's the thing.
Gunther, Brock, Braun, all of these.
Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu are also on this.
Lesnar, Gunther, give me the lost match that could have been.
Really, come on. We gotta look. Brock still keeps in incredible shape. he can absolutely go a full 20, 30 minutes with Gunther.
I want Brock versus Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman in Braun Breaker's corner too. That'd be disgustingly fun.
Well,
What
that brings up the next question. We've seen Heyman's alliance turn whenever Heyman
Whenever
feels
he wants.
Yeah, whenever he feels it's best for him. There at the beginning of this Seth Heyman alliance, a lot of people were saying he's just moving to where he can make the most impact.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar in this day and age still makes impact.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some could say he's about to make the most impact in the ring with whatever they decide with storylines. There's a lot that needs to be answered because it puts us in limbo with our discussions. What do you guys see though for Brock Lesnar moving forward?
Well, immediate future is Cena.
Please God, no. I like breathing.
I'd pay for that.
I would too.
Yeah, I bet you bastards would.
Hopefully they do it at Mania in Vegas so we could go to Vegas.
When's the next time they're in Philly?
Great. I get a 3-second match, and I possibly...
Dude, I'm giving you 8 seconds at least.
Yeah, you can make it as long as Kofi did.
Yeah. I'm giving you
It'll
that.
take him a second to hoy you up.
All right, Grun, where do you see Brock and what do you want from him out of this appearance that we're now getting of him?
I mean, more than anything, I just want to see him wrestle a few people. Like, I'll be happy if he only wrestles Gunther, Cena, Breaker, and then I'm on the fence about Obafemi just because like it would be a great match, but I don't know if do you really want to keep Brock around long enough for that to happen, or does he stay around long enough for that to happen? I'm like, look, if we get it, great. If we don't, I'm not too upset about it because at that point it would just be fan service. Some fans would like it,
Sure,
but we don't need it.
Sure.
True. All right, Kevin, what are you wanting from this? What are you expecting?
Expecting, quite frankly, I'm not sure. It's tough to speculate because it could be he just comes in as a one-off to check off Cena's checklist, and I don't think that's a bad thing either. Ideally, if I'm looking at this, I would want Brock there for the next, I want to say 2 years limited appearences.
Oh, me too.
I'm going to say 2 years limited appearances. Actually, 1.5. I want him for 2 Manias. Just 2.
Okay.
I think the risk of keeping Brock around too much longer than 2 more years is high because then you can potentially overexpose him and beat him too many times without him just murdering someone that you've already built up.
Okay.
2 years is good because then he can come in, be a wrecking ball, do Cena's last match stuff, good to go. He moves on from Cena, and then he can decimate some people. I think he's got to decimate some big names. I don't want him near Cody, but anyone else, like a Punk, like anybody else, he can beat them and it'd be okay. Because then you build up Brock so that he can get slayed by somebody. And preferably you put over the next big badass. That could be Braun Breaker. That could be Obafemi. That could be Bronson Reed. It could be any of those people. It could be someone I'm not even thinking of. But I want Brock around long enough to lose at that second Mania he was at to someone that you're about to put over big. That's what I'd want.
Love it. I love it. Okay, so we got Fightins One asking a question. Now, before we answer that question, guys, should we take that question and move it to the Discord and give our answers there? Or should we save that for next week? Only because I'm asking because we're going to figure out, I assume we're going to figure out more information tonight.
Yeah.
I say we put it in the Discord. We can have the discussion there.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
next week we'll probably, like you said, have more information.
Yeah.
All right. So Fighting's one. We are going to put your question that you threw into the chat. What would be Brock's last match? That's going to be in Discord. So fans, if you want to know the answer to that, of course we're going to tell you next week, but we're also going to put it in Discord and have a discussion about that. Okay, guys. So we are 4 minutes outside. They're getting ready to go live. So we got to shut her down, close up shop, and drink some sody pops and go to bed. So, guys, let them know where they can find you. Grun, tell them where the villain lives.
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Grunmeister, on YouTube and Kick under the same name. I multi-stream on all 3 Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern for the Grun's Room SmackDown Review Preview Show.
Beautiful, Grun. Kevin Kalloway, tell them where they can find your love.
You can find me on Facebook at Kevin Kalloway. You can find me on Instagram at Kalloway Kevin. And then I will be, I don't think I have a show this week. I have a show next week. Another open challenge for the New Edge Pro title. Hold on, it's right here. Where is it? There it is.
Boom.
Ha-ha!
Look at it.
Step up, chumps.
Ooh, I love it.
And then you can catch me tomorrow at noon where I finish Krill's story in Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be amazing. I have tuned in for quite a few of these, and they are always fun, Grun.
It is a lot of Kevin making death noises.
Yes. And you get to hear a lot of Kevin's thoughts on crustaceans and the underworld. Yeah. It's
and
very
especially
fun.
scuttling for daddy.
Scuttle for daddy. It needs to be a shirt and it needs to be a motto for you, household. So if you enjoyed what you've seen here, it's every Monday at 7 p.m. You can catch us, the 3 that you see. There's Kevin Kalloway, there's the Grunmeister, and there's me, the voice, bringing you all the Monday Night Raw preview and review. So come join us every Monday at 7 p.m. Outside of that, it's the Thursday night ECW watch along where me and House we watch ECW, and it's a good, fun time. You should be a part of it because you'll like it. We know it. Come watch the show. We enjoy it. No, come on. It's a fun time. It's not serious at all. Anyways, August 14th, Joel Gertner is going to be on that show. We're going to have Joel freaking Gertner on the ECW watch along. You know what that means for ECW watch along? It means a lot of things. Outside of that, you can catch us on the Sunday house party. It's on a Sunday. It's a house party. It's where the household get together and talk wrestling. It's usually that week of wrestling, and we have a blast doing it. Last Sunday was a fun time, and next Sunday will be a fun time. The Sunday after that, because we do banger after banger after banger. So if you liked it, click it, subscribe to us. In your house is where what we are and what we do. So for Kevin, for Grunmeister, and for me, the voice, we love you and take care, and we'll see you next week.
When the beats hit hard and the world got clout, cigar smoke in the air, windows rolling down. We the kings of the streets taking over the town. Licking windows, they ain't got a clue. We the window lickers.